Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, January 19th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, almost missed that part, showing up for your vibe evolves your tribe. And today we are finishing up Capricorn, where we have been working on the lesson of showing up in our light and moving into Aquarius. Now I feel like Aquarius energy, the theme is really about your vibrations. It's really about the electricity that you give off. I keep hearing in my head, it's electric. But I think that we're starting off by recognizing how these vibrations really do affect everybody around you. So your vibe evolves your tribe. And who is your tribe? We are the world. It's the world. It is those closest to you. It is your family and your friends, but expands out like those, wow, ringing in my ear, like those, when you drop a pebble in a puddle, those rings that go outward, infinitely, or how they say the flapping of a butterfly's wings makes more of an impact in the world than you even, think or believe. So your vibe evolves your tribe. So we're going to be working in and through this energy. Before we get completely into Aquarius, though, we have to talk about finishing up this Sun and Capricorn energy, and even more importantly, this Mars square Saturn. I went deep into that Mars square Saturn yesterday because it is happening early in the morning. But we still want to look at this. There's still a great deal of resistance that's going on in this energy today. And so that resistance is not outside of you. The resistance, the stuff that is happening, is not happening to you. It's happening through you. And so recognizing any resistance that you're feeling right now, recognize what your lesson is. That's that Saturn energy. How are you showing up? Finishing up Capricorn, Sun at 29 degrees. How are you showing up? And are you showing up in resistance, or are you showing up ready to beam this big bright light that you are, open-hearted, in your purpose, in your passion, in this energy? That Mars energy is that passion. And so you've been gifted the desires within you to help you pursue your passion, to help you pursue your purpose. And so Saturn is helping shed those old beliefs. But I think that's going to be the hardest thing in this energy, is those old beliefs. This resistance, because I don't believe that it can happen. I don't believe that I'm good enough. And it keeps you in the Hangman cycle. This is actually the Hangman in traditional astrology. So it's a new vision, and this is what we want to get in this energy, is this new vision. But still, many of us are still displaced. If you look really close, you see this figure that's on the ground before he creates this new vision by shedding those old beliefs. And so if you're feeling this resistance, fear not. This is an initiation cycle. Hangman, that's my favorite thing. I have been reading this tarot book, and that's how they look at it, as this initiation. So it's an initiation. You've got to see this energy, and we're going to get more into that through the astro through the day, but recognize this. Also, I want to mention, I posted on my personal Facebook page a dragon card yesterday, so it would be the day before yesterday, depending on what day you were watching, but you don't have to scroll too far back to find it. But it was the Dragon of the Elder, which is like, these lessons, these things that you are resisting, this isn't news to you. And what you're being called to step through, this portal that you're being called to step through, is not news to you. You have this information already. And so, again, this is just turning those fingers. It's the planets doing this. I get texts like that multiple times, mostly from family members. But it's not the planets doing it. It's just pointing at what's going on within you. So use this time as this initiation. How are you being called to show up in that passion, in that purpose energy? And so the moon in Libra is also feeding into this energy. And a big part of this is the revelation of self-love and being able to hold that vibration for yourself. Because a lot of times, that's where that belief is, I'm not good enough. If you're still in I'm not good enough, then you have more self-love energy to cultivate within yourself. So, that being said, Sun into Aquarius. The Sun is shifting into Aquarius at 1:24 p.m. Pacific time, and the Moon is shifting from Libra into Scorpio at 2:09 p.m. So, within a half an hour of each other, we have both of these energies shifting. Anytime a planet shifts, you can get a little thrown off balance, because they are vibrational. And so you may feel a little wonky. You may feel a little downtime in this energy as this happens. However, as soon as they both shift, the sun is going to reach a square with the moon. So sun newly in Aquarius at 0 degrees, moon in Scorpio, 0 degrees. We know 0 degrees to be that degree of transformation. God, spirit, universe is coming in and showing us, hey, there's more to this big picture than you see. So what I'm really feeling with this, in alignment with all this resistance energy, because this is another square showing us this resistance, is we may see or feel or experience, whether within us or without us, some of this shadow energy. Scorpio tunes us to the shadow, which is very helpful. Thank you, Scorpio energy. Some of this shadow that still has us in those old patterns of not enough, that are stopping us from stepping into our unique, authentic vibration. And that's what I really want to look at with this Aquarius energy. Aquarius is the sign of the rebel, the innovator. It's a sign of the humanitarian. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It wants authenticity. It wants utopia. It wants us all, like, can't we all just get along? But more so than any of that, I really think Aquarius energy feeds off of vibrations. It's electric. And so this is part of the mastery of the Aquarius process. I have the Master card. The Master knows that it's not just words and actions. It is your vibrations. You can say all the right things. You can do all the right things. But if your vibrations are off due to hidden stuff within, then you're going to get what those vibrations bring. So it's about finding that alignment in all the things. And so Aquarius brings these energies together. Aquarius is the engineer, the innovator. And so we have the potential as masters, because we just showed up. We really got some good master lessons during that Capricorn energy. Now we show up for the vibrations. So now we're like, okay, I'm going to get in alignment with this energy. And I know this from personal experience. You can do the right things, you can say the right things, but if your vibrations are off, you're going to keep getting the off. And so it's time to really get in tune with what's going on with you vibrationally. There's so much more than the 3D level of things. So let's cultivate that new vibration with new vision. Moon in Scorpio over the next couple days, like I said, is going to show us some of the shadow. Really interesting timing as we are having the inauguration on Friday. So this is going to be an interesting connection. But remember, the thing you need to focus on, your vibe evolves your tribe. Every time, I love this, Abraham says this, you know, a few really high vibrational people in the world can make a really big difference. So, you know, to me, it's stop focusing on this energy that's like down on its hands and knees. Let's focus on this energy. Let's focus on these possibilities. Let's focus on this energy. Let's focus on this understanding. Let's focus on this energy. Look at this master, this innocence. And that's what I have from the cards that I'm going to be using. Not completely through this month, because I really feel like I'm going to be using a mixture of cards because it's Aquarius energy and it has multiple vibrations. I think I'm going to go dragon, I think I'm going to go fairy, and I think I'm going to go sacred geometry, depending on the day. But these cards wanted to be pulled today. And I pulled the mermaid hearts, and it's about friendship, laughter, and play. What kind of vibrations does friendship, laughter, and play bring to you? They bring really high ones. They remind us of how and why we connect. It brings us into that innocence energy, and it's that innocent energy that we need to connect as brothers and sisters and fellow earthlings on this planet. So take the advice of these mermaids and get into the play energy. It says, if laughter and play comes easily to you, the universe smiles on your good fortune. If you have forgotten how to play, this card calls upon you to seek out friends and bring laughter and enjoyment into your present. Laughter is infectious. Share the fun. This is kind of the infections that we want on this planet right now. The laughter infection. I also want to do one last day of archetypes to represent the final energy of Capricorn, and so I pulled hero, heroine. How is that for showing up? So the light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Have we not just been working on that for the last 3 days, or 30 days rather? The shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism. You know, I feel like It's about being the hero of your own life. And that's where it starts. And then, again, getting into that vibration, those puddles, those, what is that? The ripples go out into the world. So show up as a hero for you. Climb that mountain. Be strong like that mountain. And then see how everything changes accordingly. So that is it for today. Have a beautiful Thursday. Book a reading if you want to dive in deeper. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.